What's up, everybody? Listen, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Listen, we have a great service ahead of us. We have great preaching from our very own Jacqi and worship from Casey Hines. Check this out.
Imagine this. One morning, you wake up and you have no idea who you are or where you are. Nothing around you is recognizable, and you look in the mirror and think, who am I? Then through a series of events and going to doctors, you find out that you have a very serious disease, Changnesia. I can hear you now. Don't you mean amnesia, Jacqi? I don't. I mean Changnesia. My community fans out there know exactly what I mean. And if you still have no clue what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor and watch Community on Netflix. I highly recommend. Yes, Changnesia is a completely fake disease made up by a character, Ben Chang. Yeah, you get it now. When he doesn't want to face his shady past and to avoid having to face the question of who he really is. Have you ever been there? Have you ever gone to extreme lengths to avoid that question? The question we all ask. Who am I? I've been asking this question for as long as I can remember. Or has it been asked to me? It's hard to remember which came first. It starts with, what do you want to be when you grow up? Then, what sports do you want to play? What clubs are you going to join? What college are you going to go to? What career will you choose? Who will you marry? How many kids will you have? Ugh. All of these questions begin to pile up, and the pressure of them is too much. If I answer these questions, does that mean I'll know the answer to the real question? Who am I? I take a look at my life and wonder if this is actually where I'm supposed to be. Because when I look at the lives of others, I feel like I don't quite measure up. All of those shoulds invade my thoughts. I should pray better. I should lead better. I should get up early. I should be more productive. I should fill my time pouring into people. I should eat better. I should work out more. I should be strong. I should be a better housekeeper. I should be able to cook dinner every night. I should rest. Rest. There's no time to rest with this cloud of shoulds hanging over my head. The mirror is not my friend. But if I keep walking the path of what I perceive to be perfection, maybe I'll begin to like what I see. Maybe I'll look more like the people who live up to my shoulds. Who am I? Over the past few months, as I sat in the house and was forced to face myself without anyone around to morph into or compare to or hide behind, I wasn't prepared for what came to the surface. All of my exhaustion, doubts, and anxiousness came rising up in the quiet and the stillness. All of the suppressed emotions that I weren't dealing with flooded every part of me and began expressing themselves in really unhealthy ways. I was angry. I was scared. I was paranoid and over-analytical. I felt like I was always being attacked. My overreactions to some small changes made me have to sit with my feelings. Ugh. Have you ever had to do that? It is not the best time. But these outbursts were not a reaction to what was happening in my outside world, but was happening inside. I needed to make some changes that were actually right for me. Who am I? Now I feel I can answer that question better than I have ever been able to before. I don't have to be anyone else. I can just be me. The me that God created. The only me that has ever been and ever will be. I'm unique, and I don't need to fulfill those shoulds. By understanding and knowing myself more, I now feel like I know God more. He created me, so his personality is a part of me. God is expressing himself through me. What? That almost doesn't make any sense. I really believe that self-knowing is also God-knowing, and a more pure form of worship, because just by being my true self can be a form of worship, allowing God to be expressed through me. This is a freedom I want everyone to be able to experience. Philippians 1:6 says, "And I am certain that God, who began the good work within you, will continue his work until it is finally finished on the day when Christ Jesus returns." And although Paul was writing to the Philippian church so long ago, I believe that those words are still true for us today. If God begins something, he will complete it. So I ask you this: who have you been sitting with in this season? Who are you facing? Is it the real you, or are you still hiding? As difficult as it may be, finding resolution on the other side of the question, who am I, could be the best journey you go on.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me to know his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me, his grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. 'Cause I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. 'Cause I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. Yes, I am who you say I am. Who the sun sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God, yes I am.
My goodness, who are you? Who are you? That is a question that we all have to go through and a question we all have to face and sit with. Thank you, Jacqi, for giving us such a wonderful message. And Casey, my goodness, thank you for that worship. It took me there, you took me there. If you guys just watching this and this was your first time watching this, listen, we're so excited. Thank you for joining us. We would love if you texted the number 833-710-0288 and text FTG to that number. We want to reach out to you and send you some gifts. But listen, sit on that question. Who are you? We'll see you guys next week.